Hello everyone, it's Kathy from My Plan Life. I'm here with an overview of my Nude Personal Patent Filofax. I did an unboxing a couple of weeks ago and I haven't filmed this before now because I didn't feel like she was completely set up. And yes, it's a she. Her name is Chole, and I ordered her from Coleman's.uk.co, I think, and got her within a week, or 5 business days, 5 to 10 business days, I think it was. Perfect condition, perfect rings, and I absolutely love her. She's still not 100% set up the way I want, but she's almost there. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a look. So when you first open it, you see I have a picture of me and my husband on our wedding day signing our marriage certificate because it's one of my favorite pictures from that day and it just makes me happy when I see it. And then I have this in here kind of as a ring protector so the rings are not digging into the leather. And also it serves as a cute, decoration. And the theme of my philo, the reason why I ordered it was because I wanted it to be a Starbucks theme, but I'm not really good at making dividers, like printing off pictures from the internet and making dividers out of them. So eventually, if I can't find any on Etsy, then I will make some dividers that are coffee and Starbucks themed. But for now, I just have the ribbon. So, and then over here, I keep this Bic pen. I have a Coletto that I usually keep there, but this came last night, so I wanted to try it out. And it actually fits a little better in there. And then my Le Pen pen, and then my Pretty Kate Spade clip. And then the first section is my monthly calendar. And I have these tabbed with the Martha Stewart page flags. And we're in September, and I just decorated it for September, my favorite, month and season for autumn. And I have I think this is 18 months. It goes through June, and I got them in June. So I don't know, it's 18 or 17 months in here, but I only have the first 5 tabbed. And then as the months go by, I'll tab the next ones. Otherwise, it would just get, it would get too crowded. So that's my monthly section, and pretty much I write in, this is having a horrible time focusing. I usually write in appointments in here, birthdays, my son's game schedule, and just notes for the month. Last month I was trying to use like a dot system, so because these boxes are so small and I couldn't fit much in there, so I was trying to, this lets me know that yellow is for my kid and that there's something I have scheduled for them on that day, so I could turn to my weekly and see what that something was. But I was actually out trying to make appointments the other day, and this was just not helpful, not knowing exactly what time it was. So I am deciding to actually put in the full information here. So when I'm making my appointments, I can put in a pencil and then I can transfer it to the weekly, or I can erase it or whatever later. So that's the monthly. Then the next, oh, and I track everything, my kids' schedule, holidays, conferences, all of that goes into my monthly calendar. And then for my weekly, I have this Becky Higgins Project Life divider that I just cut down to size, hole punched and put in here. And in here I track, these are my past pages, just everything. This is like my to-do list tracking, and I just moved into this file, like I said, like 2 weeks ago. So this is my week on 2 pages by PRC, and just as the day is going on, I like to check off things. So I track the weather and practices and just to-dos, errands I have to run. This week school starts, so it's going to be a very busy week. We have pictures, we have games, we have, just first day of school alone, paperwork. My son's starting middle school, so I have all of that stuff I have to remember to buy. And then, and I don't do much decoration because, like I said, there's not a lot of room. But I found these really cute Post-its and I'm trying to use up. So this is next week. And I haven't decorated it yet, but this is just kind of giving me some information. So when I go to decorate it, it's in there. And my daughter has an appointment, and so these are the questions that I want to talk to her doctor about. So stuff like that. And then my beautician's card. And the same thing. So I only have through the end of December in here for the week on 2 pages, because otherwise it would get way too bulky, and I'm already pretty much at max capacity with these rings. So then the next section is my capture section, which is like the dashboard. I have a couple Post-its, a running shopping list for different stores that I go to that I know carry particular things. And So when I'm there, and this actually came in handy because I was at Target and I was like, what did I come here for? And I looked and I was like, oh yeah, I need to get this stuff. So I have one for Michael's, Target, Walmart, Staples, the dollar store, and then Sports Authority for my kids. Actually, this is done for my kids' sports stuff. And then today, or yesterday, I got these really cute notepads from Walmart. And let me see if I can just, because I have all my crafting stuff out here. It's a magnetic pad from Walmart. It was two. It was a green one and this pink one, and they were like 97 cents for the pack, and it was just perfect. So I just cut it down to size, hole punched it, and put it in because it's pretty. And I took out the Filofax papers because I guess, you know, want to change it up a little bit. So this is like my note section, and then I have like somewhat of a bullet to-do list of just, you know, things that have to be done, not right away, but that I do need to get done. And I kept an extra sheet of graph paper because I'm not really a big fan of graph paper. I don't know what the big hoo-ha is, but it's in there to try and use. And then this is just some more notes, you know, that I left there. And then this is my wellness section. So the divider is the actual mason jar idea that everyone's doing. I forget the lady who came up with the idea, but it was genius. So it's laminated, and I have to lose and lost. And so far, I've actually need to move a sticker over because I've lost 4 pounds this week. This week since starting this. Well, I'll try it later. But anyways, this is the actual divider. So that's, I don't know, I thought that was a cute idea to kind of keep motivated to watch this jar grow. And then on the next, so this is my wellness section. So I have like my exercise goals, my fitness goals, you know, things I want to try to switch it up with, because just straight going to the gym, I know that's just not me, and that will not last long. So I want to try to get back into yoga and Pilates, things I know worked for me before when I went on a weight loss journey. And then this is just some information on a medication. And then I have my meal ideas, because I am one who forgets to eat, which is half of my weight gain problem. And so when I get starving, I don't know what I want to eat. So this is just kind of just simple, quick things that I know I have. And I put no pasta, not because I'm on like this low carb thing, but because pasta makes me tired. If I have leftover spaghetti in the middle of the day, I am tired for like 2 hours, and I'm with work, I can't. I can't do that. So this is just a reminder, you know, no pasta. So anyways, so these are some meal ideas. And then this is my weigh-ins, my weekly weigh-ins. So if you watch my last exercise planner video before this one, you saw I was at 260, and this actually, I started out at 264. So I've already lost 4.4 pounds. So I'm excited to see what the end weight is going to be. And I weigh in on Fridays because Friday, I've had the whole week to eat healthy and eat good and exercise, and I want to see what I'm at on Friday. I don't want to check Monday morning, because Monday I've had the whole weekend to kind of, you know, slack or eat out or just, I don't know. I would rather have it be Friday, so I know I can start fresh on the weekend. If I do, you know, overdo it on the weekend, then I have all the next week to catch up and exercise and burn that off before my weigh-in on Friday. So this is my weigh-in tracker, and I keep this in here because, like I said, this is always with me. So if I go to the doctor or whatnot and he wants to see my progression, I can show him this, and I don't have to take my Erin Condren, which stays at home on my desk. And then I have my measurements for the month. So September, October, November, and December. So at the end of December, I can see how many total inches I've lost for the end of the year. And then I have this tab here that takes me right to my food journal. And it's on, this was last week's, and it's on the Filofax ruler. So it brings me right to that week. And this is the Filofax week on 2 pages. So this is how I'm using another calendar. I have a lot of calendars in this because I had so many calendar pages. I was trying to use them. So this is a way that I figure I could use this was as my food journal. So at the top, I have my goals. So I want to increase my water intake, increase my fiber intake, use my elliptical at least 3 times a week, and record everything. So this is what I've had so far, which is, you know, it's lunchtime. I should probably get in there and make some lunch. But this is last week's. So let me take this off. This was a note for the week. So anyway, so this was last week, the first week I actually started this, and I wasn't really watching what I was eating. I just was more wanting to record everything that went in my mouth. Everything. I don't care if it was good, bad, whatever. I just wanted to record it. So you see, obviously I didn't, you know, I did not eat very well at all, but I did notice that I got hungry. I actually started eating food Because up here, I'm just eating like snacks and fruit, whatever. But by midweek, I was actually eating real food. So I don't know what happened there, if I'm just not as hungry at the beginning of the week or what. But then we went to the fair, and I had fair food. So yeah. And so anyway, so at the end of the week, I do my weigh-ins on Friday, but I have it down here just because I don't think I'm going to be tracking much on Sundays or having much going on Sundays. So that space wasn't really needed. So these are just some page flags that I glued in so they weren't flapping everywhere. And I have them on every week. So I weigh in, and it's funny that it's macaroons. So yeah, so that's my food journal. And this goes all the way through the end of the year. So I can look at my progress, for this last half of the year. And that's my wellness section. If you have any questions, or if I missed something, then, feel free to comment below. Or if you have any suggestions on how I can improve this section, I am always open to them. So then the next section I have, and this is just a temporary divider because like I said, I'm not good at making them. So this is my Bible study section, and I have a Bible study binder, but this is, again, on the go. If I'm out and about and something touches my heart, or if I'm looking on my phone and I see a scripture that I read, this is just to write it down while I'm out. And I journal and whatnot. Prayer, I write my prayers down if I'm out and about, in the passenger seat. I write just everything, things I'm thankful for that I notice or I see, or if my kids say something. So this is my Bible study section. And then you all know, or if you follow my channel, that I have a production-based job. So I moved that into its own section, again, on another calendar. This one is the week on one page. So I track my numbers, any events that went on that day, and then I'll say I'm on vacation, thank goodness. And then I total it up for the week, so I can go back and keep track of how my production was doing, if it increased, it decreased, or whatnot. And then, so that's this section. And then this last section is my filing system that I thought was an awesome idea that I see a lot of people doing. So another Becky Higgins divider. And then these are just the Filofax dividers. And I use a little bit of masking tape, of washi tape, and just wrote the letters. So everything in here has to do with A through D. And I have apps. I have a miniature brain dump section. And then I have my kids' morning routine for school. I don't know why it's in here. Actually, this should be in M. But anyways, so yeah, so I have their morning routine, and then books. Oh, this is like my bullet journal key. Books that I've read for the year, books that I want to read. My project is supposed to be deep clean, but I don't know what, I was having a brain fart. And let's move that. Again, I always do that. Anyways, that's just my contacts. So I have this Filofax ruler here that brings me right to my most used contacts, because, phones are phones and they die and get stolen and lost. And yeah, so these are the ones that I need to have. If everything else is lost, I have those at least. And then for the next section, I have my Etsy shops, gift ideas, my grocery list section that I have a running grocery list, and then like a master here. And then a hair care routine because I'm on a natural hair journey. And for all my African-American mixed Latina girls out there, that is not an easy journey to take. So I have any products that I come across, any tips or whatnot on how to maintain this goes in here. So I have a list in my other journal that I need to move over here. So that's pretty much it. It goes all the way through Z. And then, and I usually go through it once a week and file out of my capture section and move it over here. And so these are just some of the tracker stickers that I'm using for my mason jars. And then another fly leaf. And I took out the notepad that came in here because I wasn't using it. These pockets do come in handy just for a few pages. I don't want to overstuff it because it's pretty full. Like, I need to actually go through and take some stuff out, because these rings are not as big as the Malden, but this planner is already kind of heavy because it is real leather. It's just one big thick swatch of leather. So it was heavy on its, not heavy, but it was more heavy on its own than like the compact or the Saffiano that I have. Compact Saffiano, or the, what's it called? The duck egg, the patent duck egg. So those ones are lighter because the material is synthetic, but this is real. It's like holding a baby calf. Okay, anyways. So that's the planner. I love it. I take it everywhere with me. I haven't scuffed it up like at all. It just fingerprints, but it wipes clean. This is a little flag that I made, a paperclip flag that I made. And that just brings me right to my production section. And I've burned it, but I have to burn it again so it stops fraying. But there she is. There's my Chloe. She's beautiful. I love her. This is my unicorn. I mean, it's so hard to come across, and I was so thankful that I actually was able to get it in perfect condition, and I'm not letting her go. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And again, thanks for watching, and happy planning.